If you are considering creating an account on Bluesky, a more sane version of what once was Twitter, one of its great features is the ability for any user to create custom feeds for others to follow. These feeds can be refined more narrowly by hand-selecting a list of users, or more broadly, based on an assigned hashtag that anyone can add to their post to be included. These optional tools, which can also be used for moderation purposes, offer account holders much more autonomy over content consumption than is possible with the opaque algorithms of other platforms, what Bluesky calls algorithmic choice. However, some subjects don't fit neatly under one hashtag, and many users may comment on a matter related to that specific niche while not dedicating their entire account to the topic. This is the case with sustainable fashion, the niche of this channel. But with the help of a third-party feed builder, SkyFeed, the May Mauveine Bluesky account is able to curate specific posts across a broad spectrum of topics that relate to fashion and textile sustainability. Please do follow along if that is of interest to you. To do that, simply scroll over to the Feeds tab from the May Mauveine account profile page. You can tap or click on the name up top, and that should bring up a button to pin the feed to your homepage. And so, along with updates from those you follow and posts suggested by Bluesky, there will be a tab for the custom feed. This is a great feature because this way the content will not drown out posts from your favorite accounts, but it will be there on the side to check in on sporadically for updates on the various issues affecting the fashion industry and its environmental impacts. You can also type any term into the search bar to find a feed on a topic of interest. If you decide to create your own feed, you can share it in a post to your followers like so. Pro tip, it helps to have a few followers first. This experimental feed is created by manually commenting on relevant user posts, so there's nothing automated taking place here. Hopefully this method of curating a feed is a positive approach, as it will help increase the engagement of the original poster and add to the conversation. A range of relevant topics will be covered, including corporate responsibility, labor issues, worker or artist cooperatives, the actions of lawmakers around the world, special interest influence on regulators, especially the influence of fossil fuel conglomerates, how the fashion industry governs its environmental impacts, pollution challenges, important lawsuits, retail news, and material innovations. Additionally, the feed will incorporate posts about independent designers and artists for inspiration, as well as highlight interesting books, exhibits, films, social issues, stories of people taking positive action in their communities, and the suggestions, thoughts, and ideas of other users about how we might approach the challenges of overconsumption and clothing waste. Not every post will be featured at the exact moment that it was posted, as this is a manual process and it can take a lot of searching to find relevant content to include. Hopefully that will get a little easier as more people follow along and participate in the conversation. The main May Mauveine account will feature original photographs, videos, and reporting on independent fashion brands, product innovations, activism, and sustainability issues. So if your preference is to look at pictures and read the occasional poem or textile fact, please do subscribe. Whether or not you choose to follow sustainable fashion content, Bluesky is an interesting platform to consider for those with creative work to share. For the time being, and hopefully for the future, Bluesky has committed to not suppressing links to articles and content that exists on other platforms like YouTube and Substack, so it could be a more effective place to cross-promote your work. While the platform is far from perfect, it is nice that there is not one singular algorithm shaping what you see, which makes it much harder for some maniacal billionaire to pull the strings in favor of posts that bait rage, spread misinformation, promote extreme political beliefs, or prioritize shopping transactions that fuel overconsumption. It is also important to know that Bluesky is built on something called the @protocol, and while the technicalities of that should be left to others more qualified to explain, a benefit of it is its decentralized nature that allows your data to be portable. And so, if you were to disagree with the move that Bluesky makes in the future, or if they change their philosophy in a way that is not aligned with your values, you should be able to just pack up your account, your content, your likes and followers, and move them to another service by a different developer that utilizes the protocol, instead of having to start over from scratch. In these trying times, with authoritarianism on the rise, it is worth considering giving yourself a greater degree of control over your data, your feed, and the ability to reduce your exposure to those with nefarious intentions. Well, thank you for your time. If either fashion or improving the world is your cup of tea, your subscription to this channel is welcome.